welcome to the stage Tony and Alyssa. Woo!
Yeah, I'll still sit on this side. Okay.
How's everybody doing? Excited for lunch and that sort of thing? And
Yeah.
anybody need a bathroom break really quick? Because now's the time to do it. Just, during a presentation, go ahead now's the time to sneak out, and you got important emails, that sort of thing. Now's the time to do it. But anyway, so this session is basically about a really kind of unique client that we have, Harvest Host. And so at Everflow, we work with more than just like your standard affiliate, like traditional stuff, like networks, things like that. We work with a wide variety of partners, and our tracking is so unique. You're able to actually track any type of partnership, any type of event, and so it really is something that allows us to work with a variety of businesses. And one of these businesses is Harvest Host. We have Alyssa here, and so so in terms of Harvest Host, Alyssa kind of kept it secret. She didn't want to tell people what Harvest Host was, and so it's big reveals happening now. It's very, very serious. But yes, so Alyssa, in your own words, like, tell us about Harvest Host. What is Harvest Host?
Okay, so now I have to remember what my job is.
Yeah.
So Harvest Host is a camping membership program that allows RVers to overnight at farms, breweries, wineries, museums, and golf courses across all of the U.S., Canada, and Baja California. Very
cool. And so, like, in type of these venues, is there, do you guys do like specific types of like wineries, things like that? Like, what are examples of types of venues that you guys do?
So we have about 3,000 host locations, and they vary dramatically. I mean, you can go to wine country in California, or you can go and swim with manatees in Florida.
Wow.
And so it kind of works like you buy the membership, and then you go, and it doesn't cost you anything to overnight at these places, but the expectation is that you go there and you support the small businesses that are hosting you. It's just a really great way to give back to small businesses.
There you go. That might be a small business right there. Yeah, so but in terms of what you do at Harvest Host, could you kind of explain your role and kind of how you do that?
So I run all of the brand partnerships, everyone from industry partnerships all the way down to influencers and affiliates. So I am the head person, the leader on the team that works in Everflow. But luckily, my really genius boss set it up for me in the most beautiful
live stream. Bill?
Hey, Bill.
What's up, Bill? Yeah, so, she made it. She made it safely here. Yeah, so, and in terms of you starting at Harvest Host, like, because you have a unique background. You're a vintage clothing connoisseur, seller enthusiast. I don't know how you phrase
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just do it.
Yeah.
No, I came from the fashion industry. I specifically worked in menswear. But I did affiliate marketing for menswear, which was very, very different. It was very product-based. And then I don't know if anyone's ever read that book, What Color is Your Parachute? But I was doing it, and I was like, oh, actually, I really like to travel. I've RV'd. I really love this. And then I found my exact job at Harvest Host, and I've been there ever since. It's been a year, and it's incredible.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's quite the switch up. And so in terms of your role, is there something you want to achieve this year? Like, is there a goal of what you're focused on?
Yeah, so my number one goal is make sure everyone in the world knows about Harvest Host, but I'm going to keep it very grounded.
Yeah, we've done it. Yeah.
I got to ground myself and just make sure it's every RVer at this point knows about Harvest Host. And I think there's like 11 million, so I got some talking to do.
Yes, and it actually is, you said earlier, it's National Camping Month?
It's Camping Month.
Yeah, so that's, if you guys didn't know that, now you know.
Yeah.
So in terms of Harvest Host venues, do you have favorites that you'd recommend for RVers to go to? Like, what would be the number one kind of draw? You'd say, this is the coolest thing we got, this is the most unique?
I don't know if anyone ever gets a chance to see our CEO talk. He talks about this place where you can get massages from nuns, which is really cool.
Wait, massages from nuns?
Yeah, like very bizarre, but pretty awesome. My favorite, I've already mentioned, is the swimming with the manatees. Yeah, we're just going to brush over that and keep going.
Yeah. So, excellent.
Swimming with the manatees in Florida, I think, is really cool and something I really want to do but haven't done yet. And of course, wineries. Who doesn't love a good Chardonnay?
I do. Not too buttery, though. Yeah. Too much butter.
I'm opposite.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we learn something every day. So in terms of, back to the business side of this, in terms of your program, what are the main reasons like why an affiliate would want to join your program?
So I actually kind of have it easy. Our members, we have about 220,000 of them, really love Harvest Host. They really love their experiences, and they always email us and ask, what can we do? How can we, tell people more? And I'm like, oh, well, I have 500, I think, really major affiliates on the ground. And they just want to tell people about Harvest Host in a really organic way, and it's really awesome.
That's very cool. So you guys probably create the vibe that makes people want to share, and it's kind of like Everflow. Once you get hired, you want to tell everybody. You want to wear the swag, like Johanna's got the Everflow dress going on. So yeah. So it's like you want to share it and kind of keep the word going. So yeah, in terms of, I know that you guys do a lot with our email stuff. So you guys do a lot with reaching out to different groups, and that's one cool feature we have, basically, that you can target and kind of segment. Say, I want to send out to this list, I want to do this list, and that sort of thing. So in terms of what you do with email, can you kind of explain how you guys use it through Everflow?
Yeah, so in order to really explain that, I'll have to backtrack a little. We have Harvest Host is our main membership program. That's the one where you stay at small businesses. Last October, we acquired this company called Boondockers Welcome, which is essentially the same thing, except for you stay in private property. So these audiences are very different, but they're doing the same thing. We also have another segment inside of Everflow for host recruiting. So these host locations don't always find themselves. We have people on the ground going to wineries and saying, you should be a part of Harvest Host. So we have 3 different segments inside of Everflow that we operate, and the messaging to each of those is very different. So because we have that email segmentation, it's been really amazing, so that I can reach out to Harvest Host people, tell them one thing, Boondockers Welcome, totally different. And host recruiting is very much its own island.
Yeah, and in terms of that, is there particular things you've done recently in the emails that have worked well, like promotion types? Has there been something that your members have kind of been like really resonated with them and got a lot of activity from?
Yeah, so anytime we do a price increase or camping month, we send these emails to them. I send very personalized messages to all of my affiliates because I want to make sure that they know they can contact me. But I also use that to, say, we have this sale going on. We have, we're going to increase payout for this small period of time, which is something I really love that you guys do. You have the cutoff for the payout that has saved me. Can
you explain that in case people don't?
Yeah, so you can run an offer. So if I wanted to, right now I pay out $15 per every member sign up. If I wanted to run a special offer where I pay out $20 to $25 for a period of time, I can set a date period where it'll cut off on the 18th, and then I don't have to think about it, which is amazing.
Yeah, no, that's another ideal feature. So that's good stuff. So in terms of some of the stuff that you guys do you feel that your program, we've seen it grow just since you've been on Everflow. What are the main reasons you feel like it's grown, and how's it kind of taken off?
Well, I think that our affiliates are doing a really great job telling everyone they meet about Harvest Host. They go to these campgrounds, they tell all their neighbors, they have Harvest Host flags, it's really cool. Yeah. But also we keep a really great communication strategy with them. I, once a month, send an email, very personal email, that is, saying what I'm doing, asking what they're doing, asking for feedback. And I think that that's why we're doing so well. And then we also push a lot of video content. We ask our top performers to create video content because it really showcases the experience that we're offering. And that's the best way for someone else to say, hey, I want to do this.
Okay, yeah.
To see Sandra swimming with the manatees or having her wine.
Because these things are all these tech things are so hard to explain. If you can show them, that's the key to get that. Yeah,
and our demographic skews way older.
Okay.
So if you were to say you're an affiliate for this company, they probably would have no idea
what that even is. Yeah. Oh, fair enough. So in terms of, I know you just kind of backtrack a bit. I know you mentioned we were talking about the email. So you guys send a lot of packages, right? Like creative packages. Like you have a welcome email package with some, banners and things like that.
Yeah.
Could you kind of explain how you do that?
Yeah, so we have an asset folder that lives inside of Everflow so that all of our partners can go in and download any creative we have seasonal, so you can if you're wanting to send a newsletter, if you're one of our partners, you want to send a newsletter and you're like, oh, I want to send it for January, you can find an RV that has snow on it and it can be appropriate there. But that's also where we upload any kind of sales graphics. And then I also make sure that when I do that email feature to our partners, I include a Google Drive link because some of our partners aren't as tech savvy as the others.
Makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And in terms of, I know you mentioned the influencers. So what kind of things have been working with you guys as far as getting them activated and getting them to promote your program? Has there been, different types of, are you giving them messaging, or are you helping them with that, or how has that been working?
Sort of. I just ask everyone to share their favorite personal experience at a Harvest Host location.
Okay.
So I think that is much better than having just a sales pitch that's like, oh, you can overnight at all these places. I think that it doesn't resonate the same as seeing someone have this experience, hearing how they got there, why they went there, and what they did when they got there. I think it's very different.
Interesting. And these influencers, like say micro-influencers, are they only just people that are camping content, or is there beyond?
It spans. Our highest concentration is in full-time RVers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always get that confused. So as far as RVs, is there a specific size for that? Like, is it,
RVs come in all shapes and sizes.
You learn something every day. Fantastic. And yeah, so in terms of, I know that your program is, like I mentioned in the opening, is a little different than most of the programs here. So in terms of kind of selling affiliate and talking to like your coworkers about it, is there ways that you use to kind of communicate it and kind of explain kind of the technology and everything?
I just always say it's the technology version of word of mouth.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the easiest way for me to explain it.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for sure. And in terms of like what you guys are going to be working on, I know you said you have Boondockers. You just partnered with them or just brought them on. What's kind of next for you guys?
Well, we just launched a brand new app, which is really exciting, so that you can plan your routes in the app. You can contact host locations, so you can have that direct messaging. So if you're coming into a winery late, you can have this chat feature where you can talk to the host to make sure they know you're coming. I think that's the most exciting thing.
Yeah. No, it's very cool, very helpful for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was going to ask you, so in terms of using Everflow, if somebody's a new client, like how easy for you was it to pick it up and start getting active with it? Because you said coming from the fashion space, how was it to kind of get in and dive into it?
Well, luckily I had a little bit of experience with operating, affiliate platforms. But I will say that I came in and I didn't have too much help setting up Everflow, getting comfortable with it, and I was pretty fluent in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always learning something new in there, but I think it's really easy to operate.
Yeah, no, it's definitely very intuitive. And so I came from a background, I was actually in an incentive network before this, and so it was just so crazy. We'd run reports, and it would take literally, to do a mass email took the full day. It was just insanity. And so yeah, it's nice to have everything just so easy, so user-friendly, and also with a new UI, now it's going to be even better. So yeah, so that's definitely good. And so yeah, but back to, I guess, what you guys do in your space. In terms of, I know there's some competitors out there. Was it a couple, 2 or 3, RVZ is one of them, I think, something like that?
No, so actually, we did have a competitor, Boondockers Welcome, so we bought Boondockers Welcome.
It's good. Yeah, they're ruthless. Yeah, they don't mess around. Yeah, they take them out. Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, you got to knock out the competition. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or just bring them on.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, and I'd say that our biggest competitor now is the Walmart parking lot.
Oh, yes. There you go. Yeah. So in terms of that, that's a really interesting thing, because if you're an RVer and you're out there, your choices originally were just go to Walmart, go to a random street, campground, that sort of thing to hang out. So now they actually have a place where you can go and you can stay at a nice venue and things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, we market it as kind of a stop in between, so it doesn't replace the standard campground. Harvest Host is a one-night stay. So it's a very much an experience. You want to stop and have a couple of glasses of wine and then sleep in the parking lot. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's very efficient. That's optimized. It's optimized. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, that's fantastic. And in terms of with you guys now cannibalizing Boondockers, I guess that's how I would phrase it. So you guys taking them out. So in terms of that,
we brought them on board.
Oh yeah, I guess I can't be so aggressive. You can't just say you take.
No, we
you
brought
can't
them
you can't
on
say you're
board.
taking people out. You know that sort of thing. Yeah, sorry, Bill. Sorry about that. But yeah, so in terms of that, and that's going to give you guys a whole new set of partners to work with, right?
Yeah, so it also brought in 3,000 other locations.
Oh,
so
wow.
now we went from 3,000 harvest hosts, we added 3,000 boondockers, and now we have 6,000 places where you can camp.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the cool thing I don't think you mentioned too is that to use this, it's just a one-time price, like a yearly price. Yeah. So
So you can purchase just Harvest Hosts. You can purchase just Boondockers Welcome if you wanted to stay. Boondockers Welcome, like I said, is a private property of other RVers usually who just want to share their stories. Maybe they're not on the road anymore and they still want that experience, so they host people at their homes. And you still park in their driveway or in their field, so you have your own privacy. But it's a really cool way to connect with the community. So you can have that. You can have Harvest Host plus golf. So we have a golf course option, which is another 400 locations. That's an add-on, and then soon we're rolling it out where you can buy them all as one package.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
a lot of options. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. I was gonna kind of circle back to something a conversation we had outside about the tracking that you guys do, and so I know you mentioned that it's very unique because you have worked with such a variety of partners that. You were saying sometimes you can tell spikes in activity just through like a single event. Do you want to kind of elaborate on that?
Yeah, so and there's no one, I don't think I've ever met anyone that is able to scour the internet completely before they start their job for the day.
Well, have you met Steve Kim, though? I mean,
I need to. Please tell me.
Yes, he can do it. He can do
Tell
it.
me
yes,
how.
Yes, yes.
But that's how I know when like well-performing videos have come out.
Yeah.
Because I can see an uptick in one partner, and I'll see like 16 conversions in like 1 hour, and then I know, oh, they must have put out content.
Gotcha.
And I know which partners put out what kind of content, so I can easily find.
Gotcha. So you can see. So this person is somebody who's kind of like a rising star. They're something. What they're doing is working. So,
yeah, and then that's how I also tie in my partnerships. Is I can then say, oh, this partner's performing really well. I can look at their stats from all the way at the beginning of the year to now, and then know I want to put more money behind this. I'll take a different kind of approach to this situation.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can see that's a nice way to sort of keep track and sort of know how you got to adjust it and that sort of thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. And in terms of where you guys are going next, I know you mentioned the app. Is there anything else that you guys are looking forward to releasing?
I'm not on the product team.
This Bill. So that's a Bill question. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there's so many things that we're working on constantly. We're constantly evolving, constantly growing. We're working on getting 10,000 host locations through the end of the year, so that's a big feat. So many moving parts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think that may be it from all of our information. Anybody have any questions? We'd love to have some questions. Oh, Peter.
You guys are recently. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We couldn't for a second. Yes.
So recently you said that you guys have an app now, and are you guys planning on tracking data back from your app to Everflow too?
So right now, I believe the point of purchase is still on the website. We did have an app before. We just put out a new version of it. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if you'll be able to purchase from the app and then be able to track it from Everflow.
Because you can track installs too.
Sweet.
Yeah. So we'll talk later.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. That's Peter, by the way. So now you know. Yeah. Yes. Oh, we have a question in the far back.
Testing. All right, sweet. I'm curious about how your influencers use Everflow, because Everflow, from my experience, it's a very dynamic platform, but an influencer wouldn't generally want to use it for any kind of promotional dashboard. So I'm curious how that goes for them.
They use it in terms of tracking how their campaigns are doing and how their performance is doing. I would say out of the 500 people we have on the platform, only about 2% of them know how to really use the functions of the entire thing. But it's something that I'm working on because I think that it's really impactful if someone can see their progress in real time.
Yeah, I feel the same. So it's primarily they just see the dashboard. They log in, look at the dashboard, it's like, okay, that's good, I'm out, and they do whatever else they're doing. Okay, cool, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Which is huge in the influencer space because you don't, a lot of times, like say you're a YouTube influencer, you don't know, what's working, when you're going to get paid, that sort of thing. So yeah, it definitely helps out.
Yeah, and I think it's really awesome. In Everflow, you can see what time it happened, what day it happened. You can see it come in real time, and that's not something that a lot of platforms really offer.
The transparency, yeah.
Yeah. Especially like for an influencer, for that side.
Cool. Any other questions? Oh, this is a lively audience.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'd like to hear more about nuns and massages. I felt we skipped past that a little too quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, have you ever had a massage from a nun?
No.
Do you have any nuns who are also influencers?
That's a really good segment.
I don't think I think you can be both. You can be an influencer and a nun. I think it's totally cool. Like that.
Yeah.
Is it
No?
though?
Are they therapeutic massages? Or,
We'll look it up. I think it's in Kansas.
That's so bizarre.
So I'm also wondering from your history in the fashion industry. Don't judge me, but I'm wondering maybe you could offer some best dressed, worst dressed.
I think I said no hard questions when I came in here. No hard questions.
Best.
And the last question was it seems like you have a very niche affiliate links or I'm wondering, did you find any affiliates on the Everflow platform, or did you just kind of bring all of your affiliates with you? Like, are you building those own relationships?
Yeah, we brought them all in because they're so niche. We have to. There's so many things that we have to look for. It's not everyone with an RV. It's not everyone that camps. It's It's very much a.
If you did find a nun who wanted to be an influencer,
totally send her my way.
We could do it. We could figure it out how to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like something we could do.
I look forward to that email later.
Oh, we have another.
Hopefully this question's for you.
Oh, yeah, I know. I need questions for me. Yeah, what's up?
So when you, I guess in Tony's word, took out the competition.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go. Testing.
Hello? Okay. Did you have any, difficulties with getting them acclimated to Everflow and bringing, all the affiliates that were working for that new company you acquired?
I did all of that. I sent a lot of emails. So we brought over an amazing person from the Boondockers Welcome team, and she was able to kind of tell me the whole rundown of their affiliate program. We were able to completely merge it into Everflow, and it was just a lot of sending emails, hey, a reminder. But now it's totally enveloped into Everflow. It took, I think, 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess it's lunchtime. Yeah, so cool. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Yep.